Okay, um, so trying to set this up. Let me just set this up. This is kind of a bit more. Hey, just give me a moment. I don't know why this stuff doesn't seem to be. Just give me a moment. Let me just complete the setup, and then we'll get right into it for today. Then we'll just get right into it. Just give me a moment. Um, why is this turn annoying? Oh, mm. I don't know why it's not allowing me to. This is starting to get annoying. Do you know what? I'm just gonna proceed it that way because I don't know why this stuff isn't. It's just not responding today for some reason. Either way, we're just gonna proceed. Okay, yeah. Someone is in chat. Roblox game. Yeah, I remember you from yesterday. Remember from yesterday. Yeah, I remember drawing a character. The video is going to come up soon. Yeah. So I've already worked on it and it's going to be uploaded soon. Okay, so today we are today's gonna be different. Just getting on it. Oof, this one's getting annoying. Do you know what? I'm just gonna jump right into this. I don't know why all of this stuff isn't just moving as expected, but either way, we're just gonna go in. Okay, so first of all, I just want to first of all say a big thank you to everyone who showed up yesterday. Like that really means the world to me, like just a lot. And honestly, I'm just so grateful to everyone for everyone who showed up yesterday. I'm just so grateful. But today we're gonna work on something a bit different. Today's work is going to be a bit different than what we did yesterday. Today we're going to start we're basically just going to start a new journey today. A new journey. We're going to start learning Python. Yes. That's what we're going to start learning today. Python programming. That's what we're going to start learning. And the reason being that I just feel like I think it's time to basically learn something new. Yeah, drawing is interesting. I enjoy drawing and I'll keep drawing, but I just want to use this opportunity to, like, I don't know, pick up a new skill, I guess. Pick up a new skill, learn something new. And I just decided that who knows what, maybe let's just learn programming because yeah, like because it's something that's going to be a little bit hard, but at the same time it's going to be equally rewarding in the sense that the amount of things you can basically create with it is way more compared to like any other thing, that kind of thing. And it's something I can easily do on my laptop here. So we just basically have one rule for today and for this whole series in general. And the one rule is that try this series of us learning how to program. Just going to not make use of we're not going to make use of AI. That's just the one rule. We're just going to figure it out ourselves, make use of online resources, but just know AI and the whole coding process. And the reason being is that if you make use of AI when learning how to code, like it tends to basically just affect the whole learning process. That is how it is. Like it affects your learning process, reduce the amount of things you're meant to learn, and generally it's not really the best idea. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So do you know what? I'm just gonna jump right into it, and yeah, we're just gonna go through the course. I know it's going to be a bit long, but yeah, that's what we're gonna go through right now. Okay, so the course starts off with basically just starts off with this. I don't know why this stuff is still misbehaving. I don't even know what to do at this point. Like, let me see. Okay. Okay, let's just jump right in. So right now we're going to start off with Python, and yeah, that's what we're going to start off with. Today's stream is going to be way more boring than yesterday, but this is basically what we're going to start off with. So yeah, this is just going to be me going. That's just how it's going to go today. So Python is a general. Okay, so basically Python is used in many fields like data science, machine learning, web development, scripts and automation, and embedded systems, and IoT too, and much more. Python is like a main language for most data science and machine learning engineers. Currently use libraries like Pandas, NumPy, which make data analysis less tedious, while others like TensorFlow and Scikit make machine learning and working with AI models more accessible. Okay, so now the first question: which libraries are commonly used in data analysis in Python? That is pandas and NumPy. Then I'll say in embedded systems, it's used to power IoT. Option one, it powers game engines for VR development. Option two, it runs on microprocessors like this. Okay, yeah, that's correct. And then the last question, which Python framework are used in web development? Web development, that is Django, Flask, and Fast API. Let's check the answers. We're good. Now, next stage, how to install Python. The last lesson, in the last lesson, you learned Python, what Python is, and what you can do with it. Now, let's look into how we can set up Python on your local machine. The easiest way to install Python on your Mac, Windows or Mac, is to download the installer from the Python website. Okay. No. Show me later. Yeah. Okay, so we should go to this and click on download. Then you should open the interpreters. Okay. Yeah. That's python.org. Just install it. Let me see if I could just install it. Python for everyone. Yeah, where's the download button? Okay, download Windows. I just hope this doesn't cut the stream as I try to install this. Let's just hope it doesn't. Because if it does, that'll be quite annoying. Still now. And I guess we're still good. Yeah, we're still good. I know this thing's taking way longer than expected, but okay. Either way, let's proceed with other things. So it said, how do you get, how can you get Python added to the pod? Hmm. How do you get Python added to parts automatically on Windows by clicking add to part? Windows installation checkbox. Yeah, that's correct. And then you not said what's the package yet, is it? Let me check there. Oh shit, I failed this one. Okay, that's .exe. Yes. Yeah, we're good. We're done with the first part, and now we're going into the next part of the course. Now we're going to try to understanding variables and data types in Python. Let's jump right in. Said in Python, variables are like a labeled box for storing and referencing data of different types. Okay, so basically now a variable is like a box used to store data. That's basically what they're trying to like say. Variables are like, let me just write this down. Variables are a box used to store data. Used to store data. Yeah. That's it. To declare variables, you assign a value to an identifier with assignment this operator. You don't need to use a special key like letter this used in JavaScript or char used in CH. In Python, you just write the name of the variable on the left, followed by the assignment operator on the right. Okay, so, okay, wait. So, from my understanding now, what it basically trying to say is this. What basically trying to say is that this will be the name of the variable, while this will be the assignment of it, like the value of what is storing. Because what they said here was that in Python, it's basically used to store data types. Yeah. So if it's used to store data types, so this should be like the data is trying to store because the name is kind of like, okay, I see now, I see now. So this is the name and this is the value. It's just like saying, like just like in normal maths where you're like x is equals to one or x is equals to something. That's just how I kind of am picturing this right now. Is that okay? Yeah, name is equals to John Doe and age is equals to this. So now the question now is why are there this commas, this is it parentheses here, parentheses on top, and why are they not here too? So that is one question now that we need to find out is why are there no parentheses here since it's basically also storing a value. So why is that the case? So in the example above, okay, this is John Doe, the value of the string series. Okay, yeah. Strings are written with a single. Okay, wait. Strings are written with single strokes or double quotes. Okay, for example, this or this. In future lessons, you'll learn about working with strings in Python. When naming variables in Python, there are some important rules. Blah blah blah. Variable names can only start with. Wait. Okay, variable names. Okay, can only start with a letter or an underscore, not a number. Variable names can only contain alphanumeric characters, that is letter A to Z or 0 to 9, and an underscore. Variable names are case sensitive, okay, and they're all considered unique. Variable names cannot be one of Python's reserved keywords such as if, class, or def. If you break any of these rules, your Python code will throw a syntax error. This now let's go over some common naming conventions for variables in Python. First, variable names such as wait, first variable names should be first variable names should be in lowercase, which separates words by an underscore. There's okay, variable name should be in lowercase. Okay. Next, you should use a descriptive name for variables. Okay, like a kind of a descriptive name of it. So user age is equals to this, but it doesn't still explain why this is the case. It said that this is a string and that's why there are quotes on it. I guess it's because of it's a word, so that's why. And this is like a these are digits, so that's why it's kind of like this. That's what I'm kind of like picturing right now. The user age is better than just putting age or an abbreviation UA. This way you can easily con- communicate the purpose of the variable to other team members or your future self in a large code base. Okay, conversion is still different. If you okay, comment starts with a hash. Write this down. Name equals to and then age can be equals to 20 since it's a digit. And in this one, comment starts with a hash. That's a comment starts with a hash. And then multi-line comments can okay, you can just use the same way you use this for multi-line comments. Okay, now the questions: which of the following is the correct way to declare a variable in Python? Okay, a variable in Python, that's what we did up here. These are variables, and from the example, it's basically this. So now said, which of this is not a rule for naming variables? A rule for naming variables. Okay, what we read, they're basically saying that we should make use of descriptive names. Yeah. So variable names must start with a letter or an underscore. Okay, I mentioned that. Variable names are they're case sensitive, so this is not a rule. Why should you avoid using single letter variable names? Single letter variable names. They do not communicate. Yeah, obviously this is it. Yeah, we're good. Now, had some way to okay, so this statement here is used to give us like a kind of an output onto the terminal. Okay, so now we'll learn about okay, now the question is, why does the following code print all the values on the same line? Because separating values with a comma adds space in between them. Because strings automatically join together with no separators. Because add space. Let me just put this. What would the output of the following code be? The output of this code be? What's the purpose of this question? Alright, wait, let's write this down. Mm, 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 mm. I think we missed one. We all missed this. I will miss this one too. Okay, those are just odd. Yeah, we're done with that. So now the next part. These are the common data types in Python, and how do you get the type of variable? The data types, okay. Okay, so integers are basically numbers. Yeah. Then floats are numbers with decimal places. Then strings are basically words, while booleans are true or false. While sets are basically numbers in this set brackets. While a dictionary is a collection of key value pairs enclosed in curly brackets like a set. Okay. So basically dictionary should be like a kind of a set of variables. Yeah. An immutable order collection. That is a tuple. Then a range, sequence of numbers. Hmm. Okay, let's start off with the questions. What does it mean that Python is dynamically typed? Maybe not. Okay. What is the difference between integers and floating data types? Integers are constant, both positive and negative, while floats constant, positive. Integers are whole numbers without decimals, while floats are decimal, have decimal points. They now said, how can you check the data type of a variable using type of function? That's, boy, I failed the last one. Then it should be this, right? Yeah, we're good. We've completed that one. All right, down to the next one. Okay, these are strings. And this one is for multi-line string. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Hmm. Morning, yeah. I'm back now. String slicing. String slicing lets you extract a portion of a string or work with only a specific part of it. Here is the basic syntax of that. Just okay, this is fine. Okay, so this is used to cut strings, cut out a portion of it. Hmm. Okay, so this is the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's kind of similar to regular maths, though. It's kind of similar to regular maths. Uh, it's kind of similar to regular maths. I don't know, this stuff doesn't seem to be positioned well. Let me just try to set this up a bit. Wait a minute. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, how do you extract a specific portion of a string? Hmm. You got that. Okay, now let's go into here are some common string methods. Python provides a number of built-in methods that can make working with this with a string with strings a breeze. They include, but are not limited to this. Okay, these are string methods. String methods. This one is used to make things uppercase. Let me just write it out. String methods. Bum, ba-dum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Okay, this one is used to replace Replace values altogether. Anywhere this word is, it will replace it as that. Fair enough, the name is even replace. Okay.